Hey there, friends. Let's play a little game. I'm going to make a statement about you. If it's right, you have to immediately share the link for this video with one friend. And if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. And don't watch the rest of the video. Okay, it's not a great game, right? All right. Here we go. Here's the statement. At some point in your life, you've taken a viral quiz. That's it. Do you know what I'm talking about? They were popular a few years ago. Some examples are, what is your spirit animal? Or how closely do you match your favorite character on a TV show? Or what vegetable would you be if you were in Henry Cavill's salad? Okay, I made the last one up. And for the record, you would have been a slice of cucumber. I used to think these quizzes were stupid. Now, I actually think they're kind of fun. But more interestingly, they're a hint in how curious we are about ourselves. The truth is, we take these quizzes because we want to know more about ourselves, or we want to validate some assumption we already have. And if that's the case for you, I'm here to tell you about the most accurate personality quiz that has ever been invented. It can tell you about who you are at the core, not just what kind of animal you are, but how you interact with the world. It's based on where you land in the spectrum of 5 simple words used to describe you on a whole. Each word is important because, according to a ton of research, they represent a major part of how you tend towards certain behaviors, how you express yourself in the world. This quiz is a peek inside of you, your greatest weaknesses, and your strongest strengths. Look, if that's all you need to hear, you want to go try it, skip all of this, get your own custom results, you can. We made our own version of the test. It's available at Sophonaut.com. Link in the description. But if you want more information, you want to know about the test first, here we go. Let's dive into the ocean. 5 different words that scientists chose very specifically out of thousands. These words were determined to be the most accurate representation of the domains or traits of a person. And they're easy to remember through the word ocean. O-C-E-A-N. It's a helpful acronym. Openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. If your brain just tuned all that out, that's okay. We're going to dig into each one right now. Let's start with openness. Openness, or openness to new experience, represents, well, you might guess how open someone is to trying new things. Low scores in openness would be the sort of practical person who prefers a great deal of structure and routine. Someone low in openness might want to go eat the same food because they know it's good. A high score in openness is that risk-taker friend of yours, someone always trying new things, constantly listening to new music, someone who might want to ride a motorcycle. People high in openness are often more creative and excel in artistic endeavors. Next is C, for conscientiousness. This one is extremely important. Conscientiousness has downstream effects on all of the other domains of personality. Low scores in conscientiousness represent as impulsiveness, maybe a lack of focus. High conscientiousness looks like long-term concentration, hard work, organization. Your highly conscientious friend might excel in school or careers because they're able to focus on a task or a series of tasks and see them to completion. High conscientiousness is helpful in relationships because it means a higher likelihood of committing and seeing the commitment through. E is for extroversion. We all know this one. The spectrum of introvert to extrovert. Low extroversion presents as a desire to be alone. High extroversion is the opposite, seeking attention and interactions from others. Your highly extroverted friend is that person who wants to go out all the time. High extroversion is sociable and outgoing. Low extroversion, thoughtful and reserved. A, agreeableness. This one is subtle and maybe the trickiest to understand. Agreeableness can be seen in how cooperative and trustworthy someone is. High agreeableness is presented by, well, being more likely to agree with someone. It can also be thought of as how empathetic someone is. Low agreeableness can be thought of as skepticism or being confrontational. Highly agreeable people are drawn towards helping others, and it helps in maintaining positive relationships through less conflict. The downside of being highly agreeable is that people might be more likely to take on more than they can handle. They might stay in a bad relationship for longer than they need to. And low agreeableness means they might be more conflict friendly, meaning that they'll jump into fights at the drop of a hat. N is for neuroticism. Unfortunately for us, neuroticism leads to what we would conventionally consider negative attributes and outcomes. Another way of describing neuroticism is emotional instability. Someone high in neuroticism is anxious or often prone to negative or volatile emotions. Someone low in neuroticism is often prone to calm and even temper, a less negative self-image. And those are all the attributes. You can think of this concept as character. These are proclivities, tendencies, they're frames of reference, the core of who we are. With this information comes the power to change the course of our lives, regardless of what is written in the core of our personalities. There's a whole lot more to this than what we've covered here. And the implications about your career and your personality and your relationships or your future partners, that stuff we cover on our website. And as I mentioned at the beginning, we put together a version of this test at Sophonaut.com. It's pretty easy. When you're in a clear-headed, calm state of mind, you answer some questions about yourself. The website calculates how you compare to a broader population, and you can check out your results. It will tell you how open, conscientious, extroverted, agreeable, and neurotic you are. And with these 5 pieces, where you fall in a spectrum as a percentile in the larger population pool. Are you the most agreeable person that you know? Are you average? So good luck. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. Right here in this video, we'll be hanging out to answer them to the best of our ability. And if you're ready to take the plunge, go to Sophonaut.com, give the test a try, and let me know what you learn about your personality. Thanks. See you next time.